that desert oasis of neon and glitter, Las Vegas, Nevada, where 80 men and women have gathered in the pavilion of Caesar's Palace to vie for that most coveted title of all in sport, World Champion. This is pocket billiards at its best, the Brunswick World Open 9-Ball Championship. Hello, everybody. I'm Barry Tompkins, and welcome to Caesar's Palace here in Las Vegas, Nevada. The race for the World Championship in 9-ball continues today with a men's quarterfinal match, and this one really promises to be a most exciting match. Mike Sigel, everybody's champion, over 70 titles, playing David Howard, who comes in here as one of the hottest players on the tour. And joining us, as always, for expert commentary, a 4-time United States Open champion, 3-time world champion, Steve Mizrak. And, Steve, this one really today seems to be very, very even.
Tough match. David just won 2 tournaments back-to-back. But Mike is a great player. He's a magician out there. When he's hot, nobody can beat him.
Once again, and we've talked about this throughout the series, there is that added intangible, and that is the television lights. One table in the middle of a room, everybody's eyes on you.
David has not played under the television lights. Mike has. I give the edge for the television lights to Mike.
So David Howard is a guy who really has to keep his mind on business, and we had a chance to talk to him about that. If he can do it, he feels he can win.
Well, if your concentration is probably 90% of the game, because we all lock in on shots. We know how to make the shots. It's just letting your mind wander in and out that causes you to maybe lose a game when everything's laying perfect for you. It's your mind is a real tricky, delicate machine. It can sway with just the lightest breeze, so you really got to be on top of everything that's going on every second. You can't be watching another table or checking the scores. You need to watch your own game.
Well, I have to think that might not be too difficult to do when you're standing at the table shooting, but keeping your mind on your own game and you're just sitting there waiting, I have to think is much more difficult.
Mike may have something to say about what happens here. You know, if Mike doesn't let David at the table, David can't win.
Let's take a look at Steve Mizrak's scorecard then and see how he sizes the match up, and let's go from top to bottom again. First of all, let's talk about the break, probably David Howard's strongest point.
David hits him hard. His cue ball is wild, but when he starts making balls on the break, I give the edge to David.
So cue ball control could be a very important factor.
I'll give the cue ball control to Mike, give the experience to Mike, and the pressure situation to Mike. He's been competing in a lot of finals, and I like Mike in those 3 categories. The last category, strategy, they're both 9-ball players. They both know what they're doing in pressure situations and in different strategies. Let's call it even.
Bottom line of this one, 70-time champion against the guy who's won 2 in rapid succession. We'll be back. Mizrak back at Caesar's Palace here in Las Vegas. This is the Brunswick World Open 9-Ball Championship. Men's quarterfinals. This promises to be an outstanding match. David Howard, he has been on a major league role, plays Mike Sigel, everybody's all-world. This is the quarterfinals. Let's take a look at the rules. And the rules are fairly simple. Object of the game, well, the name of the game is 9-ball, isn't it? Players will shoot the balls in numerical order, beginning with ball number 1. The player will shoot until he misses, and the game, of course, is over when the 9-ball is pocketed, whenever the 9-ball is pocketed. The player will lose his turn when any foul is committed. And, of course, the first player to win 9 games wins the match.
Who's Earl playing?
So we're set to go, and we'll lag for break. Mike Sigel facing you right now, and David Howard.
If Mike is on tonight, you'll see a magician at work.
Roll, baby.
He didn't hit that lag ball too well.
Roll faster.
Well, David Howard wins the lag.
Thank you. Good luck.
You will see a powerful break right here. He's small, but he hits those balls a ton.
Here's the prize money, $15,000 to the winner, more than double that of the runner-up, and on down to $1,000 for the 9th through 16th places. $50,000 tournament money.
What can you buy for $15,000, Barry? Can you think of a few things?
Well, here you could eat in the Palace Court.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Watch when he hits these balls, the cue ball will jump almost straight in the air if he hits them hard.
He's been playing extremely well lately. Won his last 2 tournaments, won the Southern California Invitational and the Los Angeles Open. He also won a tournament in Cincinnati earlier this year.
Got the best break on the tour. And right here on this table, the best breaker has got the advantage. Well, take a look at this now. He's got the 1. He's got to cut the 1 in this corner right here. But then he's got to play position for the 2. Might have made a 2. Did he make the 2, Barry?
Looks like he did. I don't see it on table. It looks like he did make the 2.
Okay, so the 3 is right out in the middle, so it's clear. Mike is the favorite here, but in this match, anything can happen. Well, I didn't like the first shot that David made already. He cut the 1 in, the 2 looks like it's over by the rail next to the 7, and what he has to do is hit the 2, graze off the 2, and maybe make the 7 in his pocket. He tried to make it, failed.
So now it's Mike Sigel, Captain Hook, they call him.
Didn't leave him a shot.
Towson, Maryland is Mike Siegel's home, not far from Baltimore.
Now, this is going to set the tone of Mike's game right here. He can play safe, or he can bank the 2. If he plays safe, he's going to play this game very cautiously. If he goes for the 2, he's going to play wide open. He tried to bank it.
Oh.
Looks like he got away with it.
Stupid.
And you heard Mike Sigel
I thought I could have shortened
talk
that.
to himself.
Thought I could have shortened that with follow. You know? Could have played safe. I could have shortened that too with follow. Just didn't make it.
Mike never stops talking.
Very verbal.
David didn't get correct position on the first shot. What do you think he's going to do here, Barry?
You're asking me? You're the expert.
Well, once in a while, you know, we want you to contribute here.
That's what I thought right there.
Okay, great prediction.
Boy, oh boy.
You know, he almost missed the 7. Look how down below. Okay, he made the hit on the 7 off the rail. I don't know if he got an angle here.
Mike Sigel sits, waits.
Looks like he's straight in. Might have to force it over. Hit it hard. Not a percentage shot right here. When you're playing Mike Sigel, you want to be 100% sure you're going to make the ball. Now what?
Let's go south.
Now he's going to do one of 2 things. He's either going to cut it in right here, or he's going to bank it off the rail and back over here.
Ooh, tried to bank it, didn't get it. And again, the thing that I think is probably most fascinating about the 9-ball format, the simple fact that the only ball that really counts
Now
is the
my heart's
9-ball.
pumping.
These 2 guys are 2 of the best offensive players we have. Mike, as you say, is everybody's All-American. In a pressure situation, I like Mike playing anybody.
Well, when he gets to the finals, he's tough. He's won 14 out of the last 15 times he's been in a final.
And he gets rolls like that. It doesn't hit the side rail. He might be down by the chalks, and Mike might not have a shot.
So there's the first game, and Mike Sigel has gone up 1-0 over David Howard.
You're lucky.
And he got lucky. He put it down. We'll be back. It's the first bit of damage in this match. Leads 1-0 over David Howard. He'll break now. Another powerful breaker.
Watch what happens to his cue stick this time. When he hits the white ball, the cue stick goes through the white ball and bends on the table. Made the 9 and scratched.
Also made the cue ball. That's tough. Well, good news, bad news. Good news is he makes the 9. Bad news is the cue ball goes in.
Watch the bend on the cue here. He's one of the few players that does this. Look at there. He bends it almost to the breaking point.
It's the most common game I ever played when it ain't going your way. You know?
Now, watch the 9 kiss off of 2 balls.
No, the 9.
But he scratched.
So David Howard, nicknamed the Giant Killer, and for obvious reasons.
David has to get out here. He can't let Mike have a big lead in this match. He's got a tough shot here. He's got to draw the cue ball back to play position on the 4. I think he overhit it. No, he got absolutely perfect. He didn't want to go too far and get himself safe. When either one of these guys get to the table, Barry, I predict the game is over if they get a clear shot.
David Howard, to me, looks like a pool player. When you draw a picture of a pool player, you draw a picture of David Howard.
You're looking at the hottest player right now. Won the last 2 tournaments. Very happy about that. Built up a lot of his confidence. When David used to get into the finals of a match or of a tournament, he was a little suspect. The pressure element used to bother him until he started winning a few matches and a few tournaments, and now he's sort of come into his own, and the pressure doesn't bother him too much right now. But I don't know how the cameras are going to affect him. Mike has played in front of the cameras many times.
Last time these two played, David was the winner in a very close match in Toledo. And we're tied at 1 as David Howard runs the rack. Sigel has won 12 of the 18 matches that they've played.
You know, I saw this.
But I'll bet you that Sigel won most of the early matches.
Ice won't come out of there.
Until David started winning a little bit more on the tour. He's the best breaker right now.
Well, and in fact, the word on him is as his break goes, so he goes.
Yes.
That's right.
Scratch.
Well,
Yeah, nothing spots, right?
No.
Well, that's bad news, as
God, all of them stay down.
3 balls will stay down.
Thank you.
you've got to guard against that. You can't let that cue ball run wild. Once Mike starts breaking to his standard, he controls the cue ball rather well. David always lets the cue ball run. Look at this shot.
It's not possible, is it?
Boy, he lets the cue ball get away from him there.
Call your next pocket.
Mike didn't want to hit that ball. He wanted to play that ball in the same spot he just shot the 2 in. Well, looks like it's going to be 2-1 Sigel.
Sigel ranked number 2 in the world.
Who's number 1? Strickland? Barry?
I think so, yes.
If Strickland and Sigel play, you will see some match.
2 games to 1. As
Never a
Mike
doubt.
Sigel playing the
Never a
crowd
doubt,
here
never a
and
doubt.
getting the crowd really on his side, and that's a factor.
no,
We've
the
seen the
second
crowd
we only had like
turn
2
on
words
some
of
players
practice.
during the
We
run of
thought
this
they
tournament.
lost the ball.
Mike is the best pure player that we have
Never
out
a
there
doubt.
today.
Well, if confidence wins
He wins.
pocket billiard tournaments, he's
He
gonna
wins
win.
automatically. But he's got the ability to back it up. Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray,
I was too lazy to walk.
they were
over here and play
confident,
the one in
but
that
they had the
corner and just
ability to
stop.
back it up.
Yeah.
You know what I
And
mean?
so does he.
That's
I like that vest that he's wearing.
That's all. I was
Looks
too
like he
lazy to come
mugged
over
Bat
here.
Masterson.
That's all. That's all.
He doesn't play gin as good as Bat Masterson did. Cue ball control here. Watch it. Once he gets it parked right out in the middle.
What?
There it
There it
goes.
is. 9 ball down this time, and it didn't scratch.
Nope.
4 in a row. 4 in a row.
Let's take
Shot.
another look at it. We're going to be able to see the 9 ball go in the hole. There it is.
Shot in like a rocket ship. All those balls cleared the way.
Just perfect. And so Mike Siegel has gone on top 3-1. We'll be back to Caesars right after this. The lead. Mike Siegel now 3-1 over David Howard. He'll have another break here. He knocked the 9 ball in on the last break. In fact, he's knocked it in twice, but he scratched on one of them.
The break with these two fellas, big advantage.
So he'll try to do more of same.
Notice where the white ball is. He didn't make a ball. But
What
notice
5
where the
ball?
white- Mike has got it rolling again.
Too smart.
What happened this time
Pretty good too. Breaking pretty good.
is Mike didn't make a ball, and what David has to do is hit the 1, but now he's got to go off the rail and back in to try to hit the 1. That's when you have it rolling
Pushing out.
for you.
This is a push out now. Why don't you
Okay.
explain that for us?
Push out is when they shoot away from the ball, don't hit the ball. Right after the break is the only time you can do that. It's like a free move.
I think I'm
with no
shooting here.
penalty. Mike can either shoot or
What do you think?
let David shoot.
He just asked the audience.
I'm going for it.
In fact, it was Jim Bakula, who's
He's-
the
he's
director of
going for the
operations for
9. What
Brunswick,
he's
who
doing-
he asked.
What he's doing here, he's going to try to bank the 1. He's going to try to bank the 1 into the 9, try to make the 9.
And get this over with in a hurry. So a little of the
What?
gambler. Did he do it? Yes. 4-1. How do you like that? Take another look at this.
Mr. Magic. When he gets it going, he's tough. He gets the rolls. He makes shots like this. It's just uncanny. Some of the things he does.
Well, that's a great shot for 4-1. Winks up here to us.
Not bad for a guy who's been playing 6 months, huh?
He likes to talk too.
Next thing you know, he'll have his own cue.
If the score was 4-1 the other way, I don't know if he'd be talking so much. Mike breaking again.
Now, he's knocked the 9 ball in twice. One of them was a scratch. The other one was dead in.
Watch the cue ball. Cue ball,
on,
when
anything
Mike
here, what
breaks,
is this?
always winds up sort of in the middle of the table.
But once again,
He
nothing fell.
Well, he hits maybe one
I feel like I'm hitting pretty
one
good.
tip
you know,
above
it's just,
center.
I had those pretty good, didn't I?
And the
Or no?
cue ball, again, winds up right here. Didn't get kissed by anything, but he didn't make a ball. Now it's David's turn. David better get it hot here.
Trailing 4-1.
Well, he just got by. He pulled it over, it looked like. I don't think he's looking at the 9. I just think he's looking to pocket the 3.
And he did.
Hit the ball, boy.
Didn't hit it hard enough. What he wanted to do was have that cue ball come out about here. Now he's got a tough shot. He's going to make it all the way down here.
He was talking to himself. You heard him say, hit the ball.
Not only is the shot tough, the position is tough. Good shot. Good shot. He got away with one there. Looks like he's going to have to shoot the 6 in the side pocket. Oh,
that's twice now, right?
Forgot to make the 5.
Yeah, you didn't let me hit it a while ago.
Mary, I think he made a big mistake here.
Right, you can
Balls
shoot
get a
again.
little bit funny.
I don't know why he did that. All he had to do was hit the,
I just like to take
hit the 5 in
about
the side.
30 more seconds to look.
Tough game.
Well, David got away with one.
Tell you, with these two guys, they don't need us here. They do their own commentary.
Yeah. Mike's got to watch out here. He doesn't hit behind the ball and scratch.
Well, you called that one.
I've been around a little bit.
I know that. I know that.
Brutal,
Yeah. David's got a chance to come back a little bit. 4-2. Six in the side, 7 in the corner, 8 in the corner, and 9 in the same pocket.
Well, there's 1/4. And now the 7. And now the 8. Steve told you about it. You didn't even really have to watch it, did you?
Close up.
And so we're going to go to 4-2 as David Howard knocks it in the hole. And that cuts the lead of Mike Sigel down to 2 games. It's 4-2, and we'll be back to Caesars Palace right after this. Lead narrowing a little bit as David Howard had a relatively easy game. He is still at the table.
He's got 2 games, Mike, but the break is a very big factor in this with these 2 guys.
So far, Mike Siegel's had the better of the breaks.
With the way David breaks and with the way Mike breaks, you know, games can be run out here very
easy one
easily.
time, huh?
He knocked the 1 ball in
way
on the
to
break.
get easy, right?
So he was shooting at the 2.
David's got a little problem here. Try to get position on the 3.
We had to get around that 5.
He got away with it
He
there.
did.
But this is no easy shot. Anytime you go to the whole length of the table, it's no easy shot. Beautiful view from our end camera there. Nice shot. David's getting loose.
That was serious.
He might have went a little bit too far. And he's going to draw the cue ball back a little bit. But he's got to make sure he comes back with the right angle on the 6, because he does not want to go around the table. Perfect.
Starting to get into a pretty good rhythm, it seems, here,
Yep.
Steve.
Yep.
Well, it's looking as though he's going to narrow the gap to just 1 now.
Right, I said the break is very important. These guys, they have 2 very powerful breaks.
This one to make it 4-3, and he does. So David Howard has run off a couple games in a row here after being down by 3 games. He closes to 4-3 down to Mike Sigel.
David could get hot here and win 3 or 4 games very quickly.
How did this happen?
He asked the question. Do you have the answer?
No
Funny
balls on
things
the
happen
break.
in this game. Mike is straight in. He's got to play position for the 2 on the side rail. Looks like what he's going to do is come down here off the rail, try to nip the 1, make the 1 in this pocket, and come all the way over here for the 2. Here's a 2 right here. Perfect shot.
Absolutely perfect.
That's Mike Sigel for you. Mike doesn't do too many things wrong on the pool table. You better play perfect if you want to win. Uh-oh. Oh, never saw him do that.
That's a rare mistake.
Rare.
Huh?
It's about as rare as a
ball.
$3 bill right there, Mary.
Can't believe that ball skid on me.
Give David some momentum here.
Boy, oh boy.
He wanted to get a little higher there because the 4 is down along this rail where the 3 is. And he doesn't want too much of an angle.
That's real nice. I can't believe
Now,
I
he
didn't get past the first
Made a
ball.
bad shot where he tied up these 2 balls right here. He can't make either one of these balls.
Can't believe I did that.
That's what he's talking
Couldn't
about.
get out from there.
He can't believe that he tied those 2 balls up. Well, he'll get out. Oh, no.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Got a tough shot right here.
Makes me.
Well, he's got to take a chance right here. Gonna try to come over 2 rails, try to open those balls up or play safe off the 6 after he hits the 5. Not hard enough.
Virtually.
Now what?
Now he's
a
got
tough
to try
shot.
to play
Now what?
safe.
You got a bridge.
I think what he's going to try to do is hit the 6 over to the side rail right here and make the cue ball come here and wind up somewhere behind this 9, I think.
Here's one of the rare times you'll see one of the men use the bridge. Shot clock coming down toward 10, but no factor at all.
That might work, huh?
Well, it worked for the time being. But I think what Mike is going to do is hit the 6, put the 6 over here, and bring the cue ball right into this position to be behind the 7. Huh, did something a little bit different. Mike took a chance there. I couldn't believe he did that.
And it worked okay for him.
He got lucky.
I wanted a double bank it anyway.
He got lucky. I
That
don't
was
understand
just-
why
huh?
he didn't play safe.
I
there.
sure do know somebody.
Yeah, only person you know is Brunswick.
No, the 5 was a good shot, right? How about that one?
These guys are talking to each other now, and it's early. Gonna go from behind.
We're at 4-3. Race to 9, remember. And right now, it's pretty much up for grabs, it seems.
Mike is getting away with a lot here. And if he didn't get these rolls, it could be a different story.
So Mike Sigel can turn to the offense here now.
He doesn't want to get straight in. Oh, he's fine. He's got to come up the table for the 8. Anytime you travel the full length of the table, anything can happen. Perfect. Mike always seems to hit balls perfect.
Probably the most consistent player, would you say, on the tour?
Yeah, right. He reminds me of me when I was about 24.
And that makes it 5-3 now. So Mike Sigel has moved out to a 2-game lead once more, and we'll come back to the Brunswick World Open 9-ball championship. Bakula, the director of operations for Brunswick Billiards, as we mentioned, had a little dialogue with Mike Sigel, was picking his brain as to what shot he would play on his table. Brunswick tables, incidentally, been used since 1960 in most professional tournaments.
Should I bank it or double?
Sigel with a 2-game lead here, and still on his feet and playing.
Last game, if he didn't snooker David on that double bank that he thought he was playing, David could have won the game and the score would have been tied.
He's had good success on the break. And the 8-ball goes.
Now look where Mike's cue ball is. Cue ball's right in the middle of the table, just like the. And the one, if it comes near the pocket, which it is, he's in perfect position to run out. When that ball's in the middle of the table, it gives you so much more of an advantage. I think it's going to be 6-3 real quick, Barry. He's going to try to draw straight back, it looks like, and play the 4 in the upper right-hand corner. That's it. Perfect. If Mike gets out of the line 2 inches, he gets mad.
Well, he hasn't been mad lately, so that must mean he's doing something right.
He tries to play this game to what we call an exact science.
Is it an exact science?
No, there's a margin for error. A little bit.
There's a nice shot of Mike Sigel knocking the 5-ball in the back of the hole.
If there's a little luck involved, it can't be an exact science, can it?
I think that's true.
6-3. And lengthening.
Yeah, this is an easy rack. Played perfectly by Mike Sigel. Some textbook pocket billiards going on right now.
Looks like Secretariat coming down the stretch.
He does, yeah. 6-3, just like that. Mike Sigel looking the part of the champion. Captain Hook now leads it by 3. We'll be back with more from Caesars right after this. And Steve Mizrak watching Mike Sigel and David Howard, 2 of the hot players on the tour right now, and Sigel pretty much in control. Ran that last rack easily. Let's watch his break. One of the best.
Watch the cue ball. Again, look where the cue ball is, right in the middle of the table. Are you learning anything from this?
Absolutely. I wish I could do it.
What do you like? Stay away from guys like this. If you,
I always stay away from guys who wear vests like that.
I've got a fancy vest.
When I see a vest like that, I put my hand on my wallet. And the reason is that if a guy wears a vest like that, I know he's confident.
In my opinion, he's the best modern-day player there is.
You can see that graphic pretty much told you what you need to know. 70 major titles. He's got a resume. It looks like a phone book, as a matter of fact. He's got about 5 pages of titles.
If this was golf, he'd be a multi-billionaire.
Won $40,000 in the tournament. Big payday, one of the biggest.
Yeah.
was right here on ESPN, as a matter of fact.
Mike's very adept at shooting right-handed. I knew Mike when he was 18 years old.
Now 34.
Freeze.
That ball off the rail. Well, there's one of those cases where he's an inch off.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
And it's 7-3. Well, I'm getting a good lesson here in the fine art of 9-ball. Take a look at the 6-ball here.
Well, what he has to do here, he hit the 6 right in. He had to make the cue ball move a little bit and jump around and come out for the 9. He's the best at what he does.
Yeah, he really is.
Simple as that.
He turns it into an art form.
Huh?
But he does have his off days, just like anybody else.
No. You dirty rat. Wow.
4 or 5 racks now.
Scratched.
Kicked in from nowhere. Yeah, you know, the cue ball.
Watch him get
stays
kicked in the side.
Yeah.
Watch the ball come off the side rail, bim, and he kicked it in. Okay. Bad shot.
Bad shot.
I should say bad break.
So now it's David Howard. And he's got a ways to go to get back in this one, trailing 7-3.
But David's got a better break than Mike. Anything can happen. In this match right here, if the score is 8-5, David's not a big underdog, or neither is Mike. For the simple reason they have such good breaks, and the table is breaking very easily.
Mike, or rather David, in one of those situations where he really can't afford too many mistakes here, trailing as he is. And he hasn't made any.
It's just that he hasn't had any opportunity to shoot. The upside down 7. Takes very little time. He knows what he wants to do. He just gets up and does it.
And the time clock, not a factor with this man.
With neither one of these two.
So this to cut the margin to 7-4. And does handle it. Mike Sigel, reasonably confident with a 3-game lead.
Thank you, Jimmy. I thought you deserted me there for a minute.
Talking to somebody in the crowd.
He was talking to Eva's husband, Jimmy Mattia.
Well, another chance to look at the best break in the game of pool.
Don't you dare.
And he got it. 9-ball goes down, and that is another quick game for David Howard.
But I tell you how things can just turn around.
7-5 now. Take another look. Watch the 9-ball.
Shoot right out of the rack, in between the 4 and 6.
Escorted into the hole by
Perfect.
the 4.
Looks like the 4 ran interference, like
Yeah.
O.J. Simpson
Exactly.
and somebody else.
Mm. 7-5. And he would love a replay.
No. No.
Cue ball.
Make them all.
Yeah, well, you spot this one, right?
No, I got to shoot a spot shot. Oh, my God.
Well, here, 2
Not
balls
over the
went in
line.
on a break.
Did you
And
get
the
lucky
2-ball
there?
came behind the line, so
I was
what has to
fixing
be
put the
done
barrage
is
on him.
the 2-ball gets spotted, and the other 2 balls stayed down. So Mike has to shoot a spot shot here. Mike shouldn't have any problem making this ball and getting position on the 3. Perfect. Powerful. Devastating.
All of those.
I shudder right here. Now, he's got to shoot the 3, make it in here, and he's got to play pinpoint position to make the 5 in the side. He's got to make sure he doesn't scratch. So close to that side pocket.
He didn't. The ball went down.
Look at this.
He's right in between. He can take his pick here. We call this a tweener, Barry. He could shoot it in the side, or he can shoot it in the corner. I think he's going to opt to shoot it in the corner, throw the cue ball back a little bit, and play the 6 ball in the side pocket where he's at.
And he does.
He's letting the cue ball get away from him a little bit. But with Mike's powerful stroke and his shot-making ability, have no fear, he'll run out here.
6 balls down, now the 7 on the side.
Mike is on the hill, as you aptly put it.
And perfect position on the 9. David Howard watches, and he will watch as Mike Sigel now goes up 8-5. So a 3-game cushion. He's on the hill. 1 to go for Mike Sigel, and we'll be back. Barry Tompkins, Steve Mizrak, 8-5 now. Mike Sigel leading. Here's an important break for him.
Control of the white ball, essential.
Where's the 3 ball? Look at this. Point.
Well, all he did was knock 5 balls in.
That's all. No problem.
The 3 couldn't hang? Did I make one or what? I want to be shooting this one, though.
It looks like the table's sprung a leak right
wow.
here. Everything's falling in.
He represents Brunswick billiard table, so
Well,
personal friends of Mr. Brunswick.
Well, I think he's going to rifle his 6 in, past the 7, and run out.
Didn't start out like he was all that confident about that shot.
Mike is like that all the time. Mike does a dance. We should call him the dance man when he plays. We had a guy one time, Barry, spin around and knock a referee out with his cue.
So this will do it.
This is history right here.
And virtually a gimme for Mike Sigel. There it is, and he's through to the semifinals. Quick work of David Howard. Howard, the giant killer, came in here the hot player, but today he fell to Captain Hook. Mike Sigel, perhaps the most consistent player, and you heard him say it's a good thing we're playing on Brunswick because he represents Brunswick. He knows the tables. Today the table was very kind to him. So Mike Sigel goes on 9-5 over David Howard. He's through to the semifinals, and we'll be back to talk with the winner right after this. Mike Sigel on through to the semifinal round. 9-5, a winner over David Howard. Mike, I think most impressive, you beat a hot player. You beat a guy who's been playing very, very well.
David's been playing very well. He just won 2 tournaments in a row. I say he's got to give me a chance here. I mean, you know, he doesn't want to win 20 in a row.
Well, I think you took the chance. This is the guy who's supposed to be the best breaker in the business, and you outbroke him today.
Yeah, well, he was, now see, I think he was breaking too hard on this table. Now I switched over here, and I was getting great results. The last break, I made 5 balls, so the tables play great. They're just a little loose. The lighting and being in Nevada makes the rails a little softer, and therefore the pockets are a little playing easier than normal, and you're seeing a lot of racks run. So I think you'll see that throughout the whole tournament.
I heard him say to you, you must be personal friends with Mr. Brunswick.
I sure am. Yeah, I've been with Brunswick for about 1.5 years, and I won the team challenge that we played on ESPN. And the tables are the best playing tables. I'm fortunate to be with the company. And they like the relationship, and hopefully I'll win my next 2 matches.
Now you're in the semifinals. When you get to the finals, you have had phenomenal success. 14 out of 15 winners when you get to the final.
Well, they call me Mr. Finals. I don't know. It's just I think I have somebody on my shoulder for that, and I just seem to perk up when my adrenaline starts flowing, and things just work out that way. And if you get, just like Gene, if you get used to that, you get breaks and this and that, and things happen, and somehow you win. I mean, it's in the stars sometimes.
One more, and you're in the finals again. Congratulations, Mike. Steve, you got David Howard.
Well, David, you didn't have much of a chance there. Mike shot all the balls in. He didn't really give you a chance to shoot. Everybody forgets about the loser, but I think you've just won 2 tournaments in a row. What do you think of Mike's chances for the rest of the tournament?
Well, he's got a real good chance to win. I felt like that match right there would put one of us in the finals. I'm playing really well. I thought I was breaking really good. I just didn't have enough time. It was a real short match.
You scratched twice on a break there. That might have cost you.
Yeah, that's one time too many against Mike Sigel. But I'd like to, if it had went 2 or 3 more sets, I would have liked it.
Hey, you won 2 in a row. Give somebody else a chance. Give somebody else a chance.
I think really the bottom line of the whole thing is one of those matches really nobody lost. Just happened and Mike Sigel went out and won it. Outstanding quarterfinal match. Mike Sigel into the semifinals, 1 away from the finals, and once he gets to the finals, he's won 14 out of 15. Not bad. For Steve Mizrak, I'm Barry Tompkins. See you next time from Caesars Palace. Interesting match series today. Men's quarterfinal match between Buddy Hall and Robert Hunter, 2 excellent shot makers. Let's take a look then at the rules. And the object, of course, is simply to pocket the 9 ball. The player shoots the ball in numerical order, starting, of course, with ball number 1. The player will shoot until he misses. The game is over whenever the 9 ball is pocketed. And the player loses a turn when any foul is committed. Simply said, first player to win 9 games wins the match. So nothing fancy about it. Bob Hunter, 34 years old, from Carson City. Cecil Buddy Hall.
Who's the guy with the beard?
This time, all right. Every match we've done so far. Alice Hunter in the white dinner jacket. Buddy Hall in the black tuxedo. And the prize money in this one, $15,000 to the winner, $7,000 to runner-up money, and it goes on down to $1,000 for 9th to 16th place. $50,000 total prize money. A lot of cash. A lot of cash. Yes, it is. You could buy a lot of hot dogs and hamburgers. Even a couple of sticks. Not bad. In this country, not your opinion, that's true. Buddy Hall, they call him the rifleman. I call him the farmer. The 2 good Kentucky. I'll tell you what, when they cast the Buddy Hall story, I think Merlin Olsen plays the part, huh?
Buddy lives on a farm in Texas, by the way. Tries to pick a truck, about 4 dogs.
You ever notice how some guys just look perfectly natural in a tuxedo?
You're bad. Well, Buddy made the first mistake. Jumped the cue ball. Bobby's got cue ball in hand behind the line, and the 1 gets spotted.
These guys will play a similar type of game. Both very poised, both good shot makers.
Well, Buddy is more of a strategist than Bobby is. Buddy is the experienced player. He's won many tournaments. Bobby is hungry. He's young. He wants to get out there and win. He wants to take charge. Buddy will wait till Bobby makes his mistakes.
He's been on something of a roll. He's been in the top 5, 6 of the last 7 tournaments. But he hasn't won.
No. He's a long way. He's a long way. Although he's straight in, he's got to play position. Now, 2 rails. Four ball in the corner. Cue ball. Come off the corner rail. Side rail. Back down. Right about here. So he can make the 5 go in his pocket. Okay, he took the other way. What he got close to where I said he was going to be. Now he's got a ticklish little shot here. He's either got to hit the 9 away from the 6, or he's got to hit the 6. Or stick right there, one or the other.
He knocked the 9 out of there.
Okay, bad shot. No place to make the 6. He's got to play safe. And what it looks like he's going to do is hopefully he's going to hit the edge of the 6, slide off, put the cue ball right about here, and bring the 6 right about here so he's snookered.
As advertised.
Now, Buddy's got a very difficult hit. He's got to shoot all the way down the length of the table, all the way back, and hope he hits the 6. But if you notice, the 6 is away from the rail a little bit. So he's got a pretty big ball he's going into.
Ooh, right around it.
Tough break there. Anytime you fit in that little small hole that was between the 6 and the rail right here, very, very unlucky not to hit that 6 ball.
So ball in hand for Bob Hunter.
He's going to come off the side rail and play the 7 in the same pocket he's playing the 6 in. Bobby doesn't have control of that cue ball yet. That ball slid down. He's lucky he's got the 7. Draw back to the side rail. Well, looks like your man's going to win the first game.
I've started out fast before. So this to win the first game of the match.
Bobby's never been under these lights before, Barry. It might tell a toll.
Seems pretty poised right now, and he jumps out to an early lead. So Bob Hunter of Carson City leads Buddy Hall 1-9. Caesar's Palace right after this. Mizrak, we're at Caesar's Palace. This is a men's quarterfinal match in the Brunswick World Open 9-ball championships. Buddy Hall now a 2-game lead on Bob Hunter. First man to 9 wins it.
What did I tell you about the break ball? He broke 3 times on the right side. What do you do now?
To the left.
And he'll keep moving around until he finds the right spot. I think he just found the right
Worked
spot.
out a little better for him.
Okay. Buddy made 2 or 3 balls, 2 balls on the break. Buddy doesn't have a shot. But I guarantee you one thing, when Buddy gets done here, Bobby won't have a shot.
Is it fair to consider Buddy Hall sort of the player's player?
What do you mean by the player?
Well, I mean, he has the respect of his peers.
Well, we all respect each other, but Buddy's a great player, and I don't know if you'd call him the player's player. Bobby has a problem. His main problem is Buddy Hall.
It's a big problem. Literally and figuratively.
I'm going to try to hit the edge of the 1. Try to spin the 1 into the pocket, looks like. Good shot. Come on, come on. Good shot. Perfect. Left and safe.
I talked to it, helped it.
Well, he's got the 2 is in the way of him shooting at the 1 ball. So Buddy's got to find some way to be able to hit the 1. Now the side angle is blocked because we have a ball here. He might have to go off the side rail here and back this way to try to hit the 1.
Excellent shot. Even better.
Nice shot. Guy sitting next to me almost jumped out of the chair.
Three cushion job and the one ball in the hole.
You got the breaks going for you, Barry. It's very tough to overcome. Now he's got to make sure he gets on an angle so he can make the 7 for the next shot with the 4 as a combination. He didn't want to do that, but he got away with it. 4 in the corner, come up with a 7. The game is history again.
Buddy Hall's got it going pretty good right now.
The way I talk, the game sounds simple, doesn't it?
That's right. From up here, it is. And as a real layman, you know, it is one of those games that I think everybody could relate to. I think that's what makes it an interesting sport. I mean, I can knock a ball in a pocket, but I can't think 3 shots ahead. To me, that's like rubbing your stomach and scratching your head.
I'd like to see you play one of these days, Barry.
It's an embarrassment.
I like to laugh. Laugh a lot.
You would. So Buddy Hall now leads it 4 games to 1. He's got things pretty much in hand, and Bob Hunter is going to have to make a big comeback. But before he can do that, he's got to get up off that chair. Here's the shot of the match, I think it's fair to say. 3 cushions, one ball
into the rail. This is when you have it going for you. This is what happens. Look at Buddy trying to pull it in. Look at him trying to pull it in. There it is. He did. He did. He moved it over a little bit.
And Buddy Hall will dance with what brung him from the left side here. Last time was very effective for him, and he'll do it again.
You won't find Buddy moving any other place anymore. Now here is a very, very unfortunate situation for Buddy. The 1 ball is right in front of the pocket. He cannot push out or play safe any place. He can't even hit the 1 because the 3 is blocked. I don't know what he's going to do. He's going to have to try to hit the 1 away from that pocket somehow. He's trying to curve it around. He's trying to curve it around the 3. Very tough shot because the rails don't take this extra inch. Great
How
shot.
do you like it?
Absolutely fantastic. Right there. Great shot.
Now, if you say that was a great shot, I know that was a great shot.
Folks, this wasn't your everyday average shot right here. Great shot.
Well, that's 2 great shots in the last 2 games by Buddy Hall, and he leads by 3, so he's got it all going his way now.
He's getting loose, Barry. And when Buddy gets loose, he's very tough to beat. Very tough. Well, he didn't want to come where he is. He's right in the middle of the table. If he goes this way, he's going to hit the 5. He's got to be very careful.
And he was.
Okay. He was careful, but he hit the 5. Look what he did. He put the 5 in a position where he can't make it. He's got to try to and he's got to try to play safe here somehow. I think he's going to leave the cue ball where it is. Unless he's going to bank this ball. Yep. Tried to bank it.
Oh, almost got lucky up at the other end.
Well, Buddy Hall is rolling. He left Bobby safe. He's got no shot. Bobby's going to try to bank the 5 right now into the 9, I believe.
kind of situation, just say, may as well just go for it, try to get out of this. That's the idea, and he just missed it.
Bobby, right at this time, is struggling. He can't get a shot. But he's got a clear, simple run out right here. 5, 6, 7.
And that's for a 5-1 lead. And the way Buddy Hall's playing, that would seem to be virtually insurmountable. This is a quarterfinal match. Winner moves on to the semifinals.
Looks like he's shooting a 9. Good shot. Now, when you get shots left like that, straight in, all 3 balls, all 4 balls, even you can run out of times.
Yeah, I don't know. That may be wishful thinking. Buddy Hall just seems to be in a perfect rhythm right now.
That's his greatest attribute. He has a rhythm, and once he gets in that mode, not too fast, not too slow, he's very tough to beat.
He has a very unhurried style.
When you get a close-up shot of this 9 here.
And Buddy Hall now seeming unbeatable. He leads it 5 games to 1 here in this men's quarterfinal match. Take another look. It's coming right at you. We'll be back.
A perfect shot. It was so difficult because the 3 ball was so far down the table. Great shot. Unbelievable shot, by the way. I'm glad I'm up here.
That's one of those it can't be done shots. Buddy Hall, 5 games to 1. First to 9 wins it. Bob Hunter, he's a spectator. From the left side.
There goes
Very
the 9.
successful with
There
that.
goes the 9.
Look out.
Run out of gas now.
And it did run out of gas.
Well, I'm going to make a prediction. Bobby's going to make the 1.
Oh.
He's going to make the 1. And what we're going to do here,
Take another look at that 9 ball rolling toward the hole, and it just stopped short. Now, what's he going to do,
He's
Steve?
going to make the 2 into the 9 right now.
And if he does, it'll give him what you'd have to consider a cheap game. He does. That's a big game, I would think, for him.
Every game is big for him right now.
But he's been sitting for that long, and now he gets a quick game. And
He needs about 3 of those quick games. 9 was hanging. Almost overcut it. Almost.
so now Hall sits, and Hunter shoots 5 games to 2.
Bobby has to be very, very careful here that he controls the white ball.
Now he'll go from the right side.
Got to be careful. He can't let that white ball fly. Look at here. Look at how unlucky he is.
No luck whatsoever.
I mean, he got a bad kiss there. He just got a bad kiss.
I've had a few of those myself.
Yeah, he snookered right behind the balls. He got a bad kiss. The ball kissed and went right behind these 2 little balls right here. Even if the ball was out in the middle of the table, he'd have a tough time hitting the 1. Everything is going bad for Bobby right now.
So what does he do?
Well, he's going to have to try to move the 1 somehow.
Didn't get it.
Very difficult shot. Bobby was put in a bad position there.
Ball in hand for Buddy Hall.
I'd like to say something about these referees, Barry. There's some of the finest I've seen. Jay Helfer trained them, and Joe Kerr trained them, and they haven't made any mistakes whatsoever. Usually we like to check the rack, but they're doing a great job. Absolutely great job. My hat's off to him.
Buddy Hall with a 3-game edge here in this race to 9 quarterfinal match. Brunswick World Open 9-ball championships. It's the biggest event that there is on the tour. It's the Masters, the Kentucky Derby.
Buddy's got a little problem with this 3-ball right here. Looks like he's drawing the ball back. He's got to play position from the 2. Well, he got lucky. All he's got to do is slice the 3 in the side. Buddy is on a roll. Oh, bad shot. Bad shot. He had to make sure he came high there, and he didn't.
So now he's got to really look this one over.
Well, see, he's so close to the 5 that it's very, very difficult for him to play safe this way or this way. I don't know what he's going to do. If he had a little space in between these 2 balls, he could either go up the table or back down the table, but he doesn't. He's going to try to put him behind the 9.
Whoa.
I hit the ball.
Did he hit the ball? That's the question. Now, Buddy says yes. Looked like he did.
Well, I don't know.
Now, would something like that be likely to disturb Buddy Hall?
Oh, yeah. And how? Instead of the score being 6-2, the score very easily could be 5-3 with Bobby breaking.
And there's a look at him, and he glares over at the referee.
Bobby's back in the match.
That was really a crucial call on the part of the referee.
We've got ourselves a ball game here, folks.
And Buddy Hall still talking about it to anybody who will listen. Meanwhile, Bob Hunter is right back in it, 5-3 now, as he took advantage of what I think is fair to say was not a good call. We'll take another look at it.
Can you tell, Barry?
Looked to me like the 5-ball moved. You take a look and you tell me. Did the 5-ball not move there?
I don't know. It's awful close. I couldn't tell. I really couldn't tell. Not from where I am. Judgment called by the referee. 15-yard penalty.
That's right.
Now, Buddy has to put that out of his mind. Because if he doesn't, he's in trouble.
And he's got some time to sit there and think about it, too. As
Well,
Bob Hunter's
he
not
might
limited.
have a lot of time to sit there and think about it.
That's right.
Bobby looks like he's got a pretty fair out here. And this score could very easily be 5-4. He's got to open up that 6 and 7 now.
Buddy is still woofing about that call. He's talking to people
Open up the
sitting
6
near
and
him.
7. That's it. Perfect. High English, follow over for the 5. Oh. Off the points. Now he's got to be careful he doesn't draw too much here. Good shot. Very good. Well, it's 5-4. Bobby's breaking. You're back in the game. Okay, two-rail position right here.
And a study in consternation right there.
Oh, Bobby's getting loose. Bobby's getting loose. We could have a match here.
Well, the door was open for him, and he ran right through it. Bob Hunter pulls to within a game. Buddy Hall still leads, but he's the man sitting down. Hunter's the man standing up and shooting. One game difference. We'll be back. And things not going well for Buddy Hall. He had an opportunity right here on this break, and watch the 9-ball. It almost went in the hole, but instead it just hung right on the lip. And what that did, of course, is it opened the door for Bobby Hunter. Hunter then got an easy game out of it. Then in the next game, this the most controversial play of the match.
Buddy's got to put this out of his mind. I don't know whether he hit that ball or not. I can't even
still
tell.
Looks like he did to me.
Buddy's got to put this out of his mind.
Looks like it did to that man also, Buddy Hall. He was very vocal about it. Said, hey, wait a minute, I hit the ball. But the referee's decision, of course, is law. And since that time,
It's been all Bobby Hunter.
within a game, 5-4.
And look what happened here. Straight in. Combination. Could be 5-5 very quickly. We got a combination, the 8-ball, right here. But what he's got to watch out for is the 2 going forward and him not having a shot on the 2-ball.
He didn't get very lucky there, did he?
Well, he made a very bad shot. What he's going to do this time, he's going to try to skim the 2 and try to put the 2 right behind the 7. Okay, thin the 2, put the 2 behind the 7, and try not to let him hit the 2-ball. You better shoot it.
Down to 10 seconds.
Bad shot. I didn't like that shot.
Well, it gets Buddy Hall up off the chair, and he's been there for a long time.
I think he could have hit that ball a lot thinner and kept it 2 closer to the rail.
But now let's see if Buddy Hall has gotten rid of the excess baggage from that call that he thought should have been a non-call. Got to put it out of his mind now.
He's looking for some way to play safe. Now, Buddy doesn't watch himself. He's going to get caught with the shot clock.
Shot clock at 20 right now.
I don't know what he's trying to do.
Probably the worst possible.
That's the worst thing that could happen right there. Now, I have to tell you a little bit about Buddy here. When Buddy gets the momentum away, I mean, when things start going bad for him, he starts to get disgusted.
A terrible call.
He starts to get, see?
Did
See
you hear
what I'm
that?
talking about?
He's referring to the 5-ball.
Right.
And
He
that's-
starts to get disgusted and don't care anymore.
Ball fall over.
Bobby could very, very easily take command here.
Oh, yeah.
He almost had a problem there. Let the cue ball get away from him a little bit. I still think he'd make it. If you notice one thing, Bobby's moving a little bit faster. He's getting into rhythm. The faster Bobby moves, the better he plays. The slower Buddy moves, the better he plays.
Yeah, it's an interesting contrast.
Okay, now we have a very ticklish shot here. What Bobby has to do, he has to shoot the 5 in either side or the corner. He's shooting it in the side. And what he's got to do is come down here and come back down and try to make the 6.
Did it very well.
Good shot.
Buddy Hall hanging his head right now
Well.
in the chair.
High ball, 2 rails around the 9.
Come on, ball.
Bad shot, Bobby. Bad shot. Now he's got to go for the bank. He's got to go all out. He's got to put the pressure on Buddy. Go all out for the bank. Made it. Perfect. Made it.
And yet another blow to the sitting Buddy Hall.
Well, Bobby's got things. He's got things in a row right here.
But what Buddy has to say to himself is, wait a minute, I mean, the worst thing's going to happen, as it has, is that they're tied at 5. Buddy Hall's still very much in it, but he's going to have to forget about the call that he thought was bad. We'll be back. 7 games to 5. And again, it is Hunter who's sitting and Hall who's shooting, and that's all the difference in the world in this game.
Yep. You can't win if you don't get a shot.
The winner moves on to the semifinals. This is the Brunswick World Open 9-ball championships. There is the ball that you really have to worry about. All the others really don't count. That's the one that counts.
It's a very distinct ball. It's the only one with a stripe on it.
It's true.
Bobby is dejected. Buddy's in command, full of confidence right now. I think he's forgotten about that call that was made before.
I think he has.
That 9 keeps going towards the pocket.
We're going to watch the 9-ball here, Steve.
Keeps going towards that pocket. Getting kicked and pushed and shoved. He almost made it again.
Almost. So Bob Hunter gets up off the chair now.
Now, Bobby's got an option here. He's going to make the 1, and he's going to come back here, possibly to position himself to make the 9-ball. Well,
He'd like to have that shot back.
yes, I think he would. I think Bobby's not thinking too well right now. He's put under a lot of pressure. You can't take too many chances with the score 7-5. You have to be real sure of yourself. He's trying to play. I think he's going to play safe. Put him behind the 8. Good shot.
So it will take the great shot making once more by Buddy Hall, and he has done that on a couple of occasions in this match.
Well, Buddy is snookered right here. What he has to do is come off the rail back here and make a clean hit on the 2. He has to make sure he hits the ball. He doesn't want to give Bobby a cue ball in hand.
Almost made the ball.
Well, Bobby still has to run out. Not a difficult run out, too.
I have the sense this match is still very much up in the air.
Well, you know, it's a game of momentum, like you said before. Buddy was in the lead 5-1. Bobby came back, and then Bobby made one mental error and took over.
Well, I suppose I could get behind 5.
Bobby made another error. Looks like he's got to twist this ball a little bit. I can tell you in a minute, as soon as if he elevates his cue, he's going to have to twist it. If he doesn't elevate his cue, he'll be okay. Looks like he's going to hit the edge of the 3, put the cue ball 2 rails, and play safe. Put him behind the 9. Behind the 9 and the 5.
Exactly.
Well, I think he can make it. From the expression on Bobby's face, as I saw him get down and take a look at it, I think he can make the 3. But it's no easy shot.
Bobby not happy with himself.
Yeah, from the expression on Buddy's face, I'm sure he can make it. Great shot. Now what do you do? Does a 4 sneak in between the 9 and the 5? Looks like it. But he's got one problem. He's shooting over the 7. Very difficult anytime he's shooting over a ball. Yeah, you got it perfect. Perfect.
Tough shot. Take another look.
Very difficult. You know, he had to keep that hand very still, very steady. And if you had touched that 7 with your hand or the cue, it's a foul. So it's very difficult to shoot over a ball.
Now the 5.
Combination. Combination. 6 into the 9. And Buddy Hall takes a commanding lead 8-5.
This could be the coup de grace for Bob Hunter. 8 games to 5. Buddy Hall, who has now, without question, forgotten about what he thought was a bad call. Moore is in the driver's seat. We'll be back. Not out of it yet. Buddy Hall, 8 games to 6 up. Hall on the hill, as they say.
I think with Buddy's experience, he'll get that extra game. He'll get that one he needs. Bobby ducked that ball.
He wished it in.
No, but to show you how Bobby's luck has been running all the while, he's so far away from the ball that he wants to get in. Plus, if he makes his ball, if he cuts his ball in right here, he's got to come all the way back down the table for this one right here. Very difficult. Trying to build mountains here. I can't do it. Even you couldn't do it, Barry.
Really?
Yeah.
9 seconds.
I'm gonna roll
on
out.
Shot clock. Hurry up. He did what we call a push out there. For those people who just basically joined us on the end here, he gets a free push. He can shoot any place on the table he wants right after the break, and it's no foul. Now Buddy's either got to let him shoot or shoot himself. Buddy's elected to give it to Bobby. Bobby didn't know what to do at that time.
She's supposed to spot the ball when I roll out, or not?
Yeah.
She's supposed to spot it when I roll out, or not? Okay.
Buddy's asking Joe Kerr, a tournament director, a question. See, Bobby pocketed the 3 on a rollout, and they had to spot the ball. The only balls that come out, stay down are the ones behind the line, or if you scratch. Left a shot, but again, the 2 balls tied up. The 2 balls right down here. And Buddy's going to be hard pressed to make the 1 in this pocket or here, and try to get position somehow to get back here. Well, Buddy seems to be losing his cool a little bit here. He's doing things that are uncharacteristic of Buddy Hall.
Just trying to get it over with, you think?
Well, yeah, he's taking gambles. I mean, he shouldn't be doing these things because Bobby can very simply run 3 racks and finish them off.
Let's see what he does about shaping the 2 ball here.
Now, that's a pretty good shot. he can cut that 2 in and play perfect position on the 3.
8 games to 6. First to 9 moves to the semifinals.
He's got to go up and down the table. But the 3's in a perfect spot for him to go up and down the table. Oh, he missed it real bad.
Well, now let's see if Buddy Hall can take advantage.
He missed it.
Here's another look, Steve.
He missed it real, but he hit it right into the rail. Watch it go into the rail by the chalk. See it? He missed it real bad. He's ducking, playing safe also. Now, he might have got a little lucky there. The 5 looks like it's in the way of the cue ball's path to come over and hit this 2. Well, even if it isn't, the 3 ball's in a very, very tough situation for him to make the 2 and get position on 3. He played safe there. He played safe, and he made a great shot. Bobby's got to go to the bottom rail. He's got to go to the bottom rail right here and try to snip the 2, try to put the cue ball all the way up here and make the 2 wind up somewheres around here. Well, just the opposite. He sent the 2 up the rail and make the cue ball stay this side.
Did he do it well enough?
I don't think so. I think he can make that ball. I'll let you know by Buddy's reaction in a minute.
He doesn't seem too certain himself.
No, he doesn't seem too happy about it. If he's looking that close, it's tough. I think he's playing safe. Yep. Bad shot.
Except for that.
Well, when you have it rolling, you have it rolling. He was playing safe. He's trying to get the 2 ball down by the 7 and 6 and other 9. But he hit it so bad he made it in the side. He wanted to hit it a little bit fuller than that. And he wanted to keep the cue ball on the bottom rail.
Huey Lewis said sometimes bad is better.
Yeah, you can make this. Bobby never got a roll in this match. And he's still in it.
8-6.
He's still in it. He was in it. Party's over, Barry.
This is it, huh?
Yeah,
And
he's got to draw back.
Expression of resignation.
He's got to draw back for the 7.
Well, he did.
Very simple. 7 in the corner. Come right in between 8 and 9. Play the 8 where he's at. Draw back and shoot the 9 in the corner. He's making the 7 in. Buddy Hall.
Got it back together at just the right time. That bad call, or alleged bad call, stayed with him for a while, but got it back together and kept it back together. And the bottom line of the whole thing is a W, it seems, for Buddy Hall. There it is. And Buddy Hall is on through to the semifinals. In an interesting contest, he beats Bob Hunter 9 games to 6. We'll be back to talk with the winner after this. Winner over Bob Hunter. He is on through to the semifinals here. Buddy, it looked like it was going to be a short night for you. Went out and won 5 of the first 6 matches. Looked like you were going to have dinner early, but it didn't work out that way.
No, it never works out like that when you're playing somebody like Bobby. He's tough. he's a great player, and you can never let up on Bobby. He's always going to make a run at you.
There was one close call. Could have been a controversial call. I know you thought it was. That was on the 5-ball. It was in about the 8th game. Then you had to sit and think about it, and I think that's got to be a very difficult thing.
Well, I've gotten into the habit here lately where I get a little down on myself, but I really shouldn't do that, and it took me a couple games to snap out of it. But that call didn't cost me that game anyway. Bobby was straight in on the 5 down the rail. He's such a great player. He was going to run out anyway, and I would have more than likely had to sit there anyway.
Well, congratulations on getting through to the semifinals. Very impressive victory. You made the big shots, and that really perhaps was the difference. Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you very much.
That's Buddy Hall. He's through to the semifinals, and Steve Mizrak and I will be back to wrap things up from here at Caesars Palace right after this. Well, Steve, I think 2 really critical shots really might have been the difference, at least from a psychological point of view. First of all, 3-cushion shot, making the 1 ball by Buddy Hall. Impossible shot.
He didn't try to make the one. He just tried to hit it, but by luck, as you could see on the replay, he willed it in. He pushed it in or pulled it in and went in.
And then there was the Massey shot. To me, that's an optical illusion. That can't be done.
The Massey shot was a great shot. That was skill, and Buddy tried to do that, and he got position and got out. It was a great shot.
Buddy Hall had to come back after winning 5 of the first 6 games. He finally wins it 9 games to 6. That's just about a wrap for us then from here at Caesars Palace. For Steve Mizrak, I'm Barry Tompkins. We'll see you next time. The World 9-Ball Championships were brought to you by Reyes. They've met each other 5 times. Reyes leading 3 matches to 2. Sends on down to $1,000 for the 9th through 16th place finishers. $50,000 in all. Prize money, Steve, starting to edge up in this sport.
Getting bigger. I think next year we're going to see a couple of tournaments with 100,000. Lag for the break. I think Keith has won the lag here. Froze it almost to the rail.
Cannot do much better than that.
No, you can't. No, last week, I think it was 2 weeks ago, Efren beat Keith out of California.
Some rail, that one didn't have a big beat.
We've got a tough match out here. Keith is full of confidence.
Interesting mix of characters here. Reyes, they call him the magician. He's only been in this country from the Philippines since 1985. He's a very quiet, very methodical kind of player. He'll talk, but usually he'll talk to himself.
Meanwhile, he's as quiet as he wants to be. He makes believe he doesn't understand too much English, but if you get up talking to him, and he knows what it's all about.
Keith McCready, very gregarious, 30 years old, Anaheim, California.
Very fast, very loose. Notice the cue ball on the left-hand side again. He did not like that break.
Did a little dance, but it was to no avail. Let's take a look.
Okay, now, it's very simple. He's got to make the 1, okay? Go right into this pocket right here, but he's got no place to make the 2. We don't know what's going to happen here. How is he going to play position? Okay, he didn't draw it back enough, but what he's going to try to do here, he's going to try to make a billiard. He's going to shoot the cue ball into the 2 and try to make the cue ball into the 9 and try to pocket the 9 in here and leave the cue ball behind this cluster if he doesn't make the 9. Perfect shot. Perfect.
Reyes sits, McCready steps up. We'll take another look.
Okay, watch the cue ball into the 2, into the 9. Watch where the 2 goes. Right up the table. Cue ball behind the cluster of balls. Keith is safe. Now he's got to play a long rail shot, come back down, and try to hit the 2. Perfect. Okay.
Saw the cue ball go in the side pocket there.
Unlucky. Unlucky.
So Reyes now will have an opportunity to place the ball.
Shooting the 9. Combination.
And he will just try
He's
to
going
get
to try
this
to
one
end the
over
9.
with.
End it real quick right here.
9-ball goes in, game is over. And that's what Reyes will try to do.
Okay, I feel confident he's going to do it, Barry.
He did. So Efren Reyes wins the first game by sinking the 9-ball. We'll take another look, Steve.
Okay, he shot the 3-ball off the side rail into the 9. Very difficult. I didn't think he was going to do that.
Perfect shot. Reyes, 1-0. He'll break.
Everybody's breaking from the left-hand side. I don't understand that. Keith didn't make a ball the first time he broke. When Earl moved to the left-hand side, he didn't break any.
So Reyes tries it. He got a good kiss off the 1 ball. Left the cue ball in the middle of the table, and you've emphasized many times that's what you want to do on the break.
Right, but he got unlucky. Notice the 2 and the 1 frozen together. He has no pocket. Okay, he has no pocket for the 1 ball. The 1 ball's right here. Where's he going to make it? He can't make it here or there, so he's got no pocket. He got a little unlucky there. He's going to have to try to play safe somehow.
He's going to try to hide that cue ball, and he does.
Okay, Keith has no shot again. He has no way to hit the 1. What he's going to have to try to do is come off the rail, try to hit the 1 that way.
Oh, and he did.
What
A brilliant shot. Brilliant shot.
Absolutely fantastic. That's what Keith needs to spur him on.
Let's take another look at that one. Spectacular shot.
Off the side rail, into the 1. Perfect. That's the breaks of the game right there. We could have a very exciting match right here.
Well, these two have played virtually dead even throughout their careers, as we mentioned. Reyes 3-2 ahead lifetime, and he did win a match a couple of weeks ago in the Southern California Invitational Tournament.
Long way. He's got to draw his cue ball back. Keith is very loose. Very loose.
It's an interesting guy. We talked about him being from Anaheim, California, but really he's a man from nowhere. He's the original carpetbagger. Lives no place.
In the wintertime, you'll find him in Florida. I know I've seen him there a few times. He looks like he's firing.
He's a get-on-with-it kind of player.
1 apiece.
Well, we expected a close game, and that is exactly what we're getting as Keith McCready wins the 2nd game. We're tied at 1 in this quarterfinal match. Keith McCready having just broken and finally getting a ball to drop on the break.
Louis.
Talking to the ball.
Get going.
Everything up at one end of the table here, but McCready leads 3-1.
He's looking to bank now. He's looking to make anything. I don't think he can bank this though. Saved. I'll tell you what he tried to do. He tried to position the cue ball behind these balls right here. Okay, so he tried to position the cue ball so he couldn't hit this 2, but he left Efren an easy clear shot to hit the 2.
That's the first time that McCready has even left the door slightly ajar for Efren Reyes.
You don't want to leave the door ajar for this man.
Well, they say he's got every shot, and he makes every shot look easy. Agree, Steve?
Yes, he does. I've played him several times. I think I've beaten him once.
There is a popular school of thinking that says that he is the best pure player in the game today, despite the fact that Earl Strickland is considered the #1 player.
Well, you can take the top 4. You can take Strickland, Reyes, Hall, and Siegel. Put them in a hat. Pick whichever one you want. Looks like the match is going to get closer.
Reyes just came to the United States from the Philippines 3 years ago. So his rise has been meteoric.
He's got to go back. From here he goes, I think, up to Reno. And then he's got to go back to Manila.
Notice the position. Perfect position here.
Notice he's moving a little faster, too.
So this match is going to get a little bit closer here. Right now, McCready leads it 3-1. And it is now 3-2 as Efren Reyes took advantage of the little opening that Keith McCready left him.
I think he said to himself he's going to try to get the job done quick.
We'll take another look at the last 3 shots by Reyes. There's one.
Would you believe that Reyes is playing with a cue stick that costs $15?
Is that right?
$15 cue.
That'll set some of the manufacturers back.
Well, it's Philippine. I think it's made in Taiwan.
And this the game winner. And so Efren Reyes, looking all business, will break from the left side.
I guarantee you one thing, Barry. Next rack that Reyes breaks, he will move. And I'd be very surprised if he didn't.
Neither player has had a great success.
Okay, he didn't make anything. What he's got to do is shoot the 1 in the corner and try to leave the cue ball right here and play position for the 2 in the side. Well, the unpredictable Keith McCready one more time. I better stop predicting this.
He's got a little riverboat gambler in him, I think. He'll take some chances.
I called the wrong ball. He's got one problem, and that's the 6. And if you see the 6, I think it's close to the 9, and there are very few pockets that the 6 can go in. Great shot. Great shot. I don't know what he's going to do here, Barry. I guessed twice, and I guessed wrong.
Well, the 6 ball, which comes after the ball he's shooting at right now, as you mentioned, is laying up in the middle of the table alongside the 9.
Does the 9 go on the side? No, it doesn't. 6 goes in the corner. Perfect. He's loose. I mean, he is absolutely loose.
That's exactly his reputation. Great shot maker, doesn't get rattled. That's an excellent run here by McCready. And this to take a 4-2 lead. Race to 9, remember. There it is. Keith McCready now leads by 2, 4 games to 2 in this quarterfinal match in the Brunswick World Open 9-ball championships. Into the quarterfinals now. Keith McCready against Efren Reyes, and McCready playing very well and in the midst of an outstanding run. 4 games to 2. I'm Barry Tompkins with Steve Mizrak, and now it'll be McCready to break once more, and he goes from the right side this time, so he's been jumping around. Left, right,
right.
There's the 8 ball that fell.
I guarantee he'll break from that side again next time. Okay, he has no shot here, right here. He has to play safe somehow, which means he has to leave Efren with no shot on the 1, and I really don't know how he's going to do it.
I don't know if he left himself enough, did he?
He tried to play safe behind this cluster right here, but what he did do is he left him right over the 2 ball, and he's got no shot, because he has to leave all the way down and drag the cue ball all the way back up.
It's out of bounds count?
That's a foul.
No foul.
That's a foul.
How can you play touch any ball and that's not a foul?
That's got to be a foul. I thought that was a foul, Barry.
And
McCready and Reyes woofing at each other a little bit.
Well, McCready talks a lot. Reyes mumbles to himself.
Saw that graphic just a moment ago, not to interrupt, that he was in the color of money. Played Grady Stevens in The Color of Money. Was sought out by Martin Scorsese for the part. As I said, he looked like a pool player.
Long shot, tough shot. Looked like the first mistake that Keith has made right there. Like I said before, he's fast and loose.
4 games to 2, and you have an idea that this one has ways to go.
Reyes is not getting the best of the rolls right now. Now he's got a little bit of a problem. He's either got to bank the 2 into the 6. Okay, that's the problem that he had right there. The 6 was blocking the pocket and was against the one of the points. Very difficult shot.
Reyes walks away mumbling to himself.
Now Keith has nothing to do but try to make the 2 ball in this upper corner right here. Well, things are a little bit slow right now, Barry.
The door seems a little bit open, though, for Efren Reyes. A few times today that McCready has done that for him.
Anybody who plays with a $15 cue, you'd think you could beat, huh?
That's right. Great psychological edge, I would think. Is that retail $15?
Retail. The game is over. 7 in the corner, 9, 4-3, McCready, but Reyes is breaking.
So Efren Reyes with this shot now moves within 1 game of Keith McCready. 4 games to 3. It's a race to 9 here in the quarterfinals, remember. Coming up to the quarterfinals, we should point out, it was 2 out of 3 sets, race to 7. Now, it's 1 time once. That changes things.
Notice what I said before. Remember, Reyes was breaking from the left side, and now he's moved to the right.
And there he is on the right side. There's a look at the scoreboard. Pretty sophisticated scoreboard, isn't it?
What do you like here, from here?
Truth, I like Reyes.
Well, you owe me 1 dinner already, okay?
So we're going to go again.
I might be able to eat for free.
There's a chance.
You know, for a long time.
We're going to be here for weeks.
Well, he smashed them. But notice one thing. The cue ball winds up in the middle of the table when they're broken real well. Very good shot. Notice he snookered Keith right behind the 9. So now Keith has to hit off the rail here and hope he hits the 2.
And he did.
Made the 9. Look at here.
Knock the 9
Look here.
Yes. How do you like it?
Look what happened here.
Shot of the match, no question.
I brought the house down right there.
I didn't know that shot.
Notice how happy he is. Right off the rail, into the 9, 2 ball into the rail. Perfect, absolutely perfect. What a way to go. I tell you, when you're sitting, when you're sitting in the chair, it's doesn't make you feel too happy.
Can I change my bet?
Big game right there, Jack.
You don't think his bullions has a negative effect on Reyes here, do you?
Reyes couldn't care less what he does. cow. 5 balls on the break. 5 balls. Keith likes this equipment right here.
Explain that a little bit more, Steve.
Well, the pockets are pretty big. It's brand new cloth, playing on a Brunswick table, which is the best tournament table there is. And he likes it.
Reyes, frankly, looks a little bit dismayed right at the moment.
Well, that's the way he looks all the time.
Dismayed.
And there is the 6th game to McCready. He leads it 6-3 now. And right now, Keith McCready is on a...
But he turned it into a combination. 9 ball went down.
It's like a nightmare,
and the game was McCready.
No, did you hear what he said? It's like a nightmare. That's one of his lines in the movie, The Color of Money. Zip, nothing.
Nothing dropped.
Well, it's what they call do or die time.
Huh? Reyes has clearly not had the best of it.
Reyes has a very tough shot right now. Very tough. He's got to shoot the cue ball all the way to the 1, and he's got to bring the cue ball all the way back to make the 2. Six got in the way there.
Yes, it did.
But he's still at the table, which means he's still in command. He has to think right now of getting out or playing safe. And he can't take any chances right now, because he knows if Keith gets back at the table, the whole match could be over. Nice shot. Very nice shot. And he might have gotten a lucky break. He got position right here. He hit the 3, where he's got a nice combination to make the ball in his pocket. Bad shot that time.
You don't speak Filipino, do you?
No. Bad shot. The 3 ball wound up by the 5. I don't know if he can shoot the cue ball in between the 3 and the 5 and make the 3 go here. But he can still play safe.
He's going to take a good long look at this. He knows he has to stay at the table. Yeah. Here's Keith McCready. He's in the driver's seat right now, no question about that.
He played the 5, what he did.
No. Okay.
Okay, referee called the foul. Okay, he said he hit the 5
Can't help it.
first.
That's what the ref called.
McCready's definitely playing
I don't know. I'll take it,
psychological games with Reyes. And I think he has Reyes beat, at least in the mental part of the game.
9 ball. Quick game right now.
It's over.
7-3. McCready's on a roll.
I'll take that little foul.
Up against that, but he didn't.
I'll take it, though. It wasn't no foul, but it's Georgie Pine.
See, there are cameras here, you see. He's playing the camera.
He thinks he's in the movies. He never stops. He's 100% all the time in motion.
It looked bad
Reyes
to
is
me.
looking like he may take the other end of the cue to McCready right now.
It looked bad to me. No!
Cue ball went down, I think.
Look at this break.
I think McCready gets a little excited.
No, he's keeps it all together.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
The cardinal rule here is you don't want to scratch. Okay, but when he did, that's one thing you just don't want to do.
7-3.
Notice all the balls he made stayed down, except the 1, which was behind the line. Efren still has a little bit of room, which means that Keith has to win 2 games yet. But when Keith gets to that 8th game, Efren has to be so careful. Looks like the match is going to tighten up a little bit.
Well, every time it looks like Reyes is going to get himself right back into the middle of the match, McCready makes one of those shots that are equal parts skill and luck.
We call those Harrigans.
So Reyes needs this to get within 3 games. And 3 games not insurmountable in this competition. Seven games to 4 now.
Hey, Efren can run the whole set out. You're talking about great, great players right here. If he gets the break working, he could tie up the match, run the set out. Anything can happen. You remember what I said before about the guy who gets off first? Okay, in this match, McCready got off first.
So Reyes to break from the right side. Nothing goes.
Okay, very, very unlucky.
McCready said, go sit down.
No, he said push out. He's pushing the ball
is that
out.
what? I'm sorry, I didn't hear him.
I mean, he put the ball in a spot where either Reyes has to hit it. Okay, he either has to hit the ball and play safe. What it looks like he's going to do is play safe, drag the cue ball down, maybe behind here.
This is a push out now. Reyes doesn't have to play the shot. He can give it back to McCready, but
Right.
he chooses to play it.
See what Reyes is doing? He's taking chances.
Well, do you not have to when you're down 3 games?
Well, slow and methodical is his name of the game, and he's not doing that. He's out of his game plan.
It's not going to matter anyways.
He didn't want to do that. He left Keith pretty safe. Keith is going to try to play him safe. Keith,
Oh, right there.
Keith is
Not the gap. Ooh.
Keith is on a roll, but he left a little gap. He left a little gap right here. Okay, so he can slide that cue ball right down here, make the 1, and try to bring the cue ball all the way back for the 2. Tough shot. A must shot.
Big shot.
He can't make it, I don't think. No, he couldn't make it. He could only see part of the ball. But now he made a perfect shot. What he did is he snookered Keith right behind this ball because he's trying to hit the 1. Keith is going to try to shoot over the ball. Okay, he did.
Well, I hit it.
He jumped right over the ball and he hit it.
I know, I ain't never going to get us.
He hit it, and it looked like he got lucky. Efren's just shaking his head.
Keith McCready, definitely a television personality, no question about it.
He's got to go to the bottom rail, spin it with a lot of left-hand English, and hope he makes it.
Again, a big moment here for Efren Reyes in this match. Fine shot.
Good shot.
It's an interesting match.
We're in a do-or-die situation here for Efren. Efren must win every game he's at the table. He's in perfect spot, perfect position. Draw over for the 4. I think Efren's going to win another game, Barry.
Great shot. Very positive.
He's a master of position, this guy. When he's rolling, that cue ball is right on the string. He knows exactly where it's going at all times. Notice he's all business. Completely two different personalities here.
Absolutely. Right now he's got McCready quieted down, figuratively and literally. 9 ball is left to make it 7-5.
There it is. And Efren Reyes is now within 2. It's 7 games to 5. McCready
Will win without Keith ever getting back to the table again.
Keith McCready can only wait while Efren Reyes breaks, tied at 7. He has come all the way back, won 3 in a row, and it's anybody's guess now, but Reyes in the driver's seat. Reyes to break. Right side again. He's had good success doing this, and he's on a roll.
Nothing. Nothing.
Tough.
Nothing.
You got served.
Well, Keith has a little problem. All these balls right here, he has to shoot into the 1. He could play safe. He could play the 1 in the corner. We don't know what he's going to do. Played safe. Good shot.
Come on now, right there.
That's an excellent shot.
He played an absolute perfect shot. And where he put the position for the 1, he put the position for the 1 so he could make the 9 combination in here if Reyes doesn't hit the 1. Uh-oh.
Well, the 1 went down, the cue ball went down, and now the impetus switches once more.
That's it.
To McCready.
Now McCready's the favorite. If McCready gets out here, he's heavy favorite. Uh-oh, too hard.
That's no good. Look at
Real
this.
bad.
Oh. And he
Well,
told you everything you need to know. But now he says, well, maybe I got a chance.
Well, he can still make it. Missed it.
Well, a lot of ebb and flow in this match. Just when it looks like somebody's really about to take charge, it changes.
You know, he got a little bit lucky here. And he's got these balls right here in the way of shooting at this 3 ball. And Reyes has to come off the side rail, try to kick this ball in.
And missed it. Oh, and missed it doubly.
Well, McCready better get out. That's all I can tell you. Doesn't get out now after 2 shots at the table. Now he's got to get position on the 5. Or the 4. 5. Keith McCready is now big favorite, Barry.
Everything's set up for him now. Perfect position here. Now it's Reyes who must wait. 8 ball, and now the 9 ball to take an 8-7 lead and have the break.
And there it is. So McCready, after losing 4 in a row, now comes back to make it 8.
Your chances. McCready to break now.
My leader is breaking ahead 8-7. He's got to control the cue ball. Very important here.
did.
Notice where the cue ball wound up. Absolutely perfect. One ball wide open. Keith McCready to win. He thought he missed that.
I can't stand to roll them balls.
Well, he's got to find a pocket for the 4. Looks pretty easy.
There's the 2.
Well, he made it a little bit difficult. He's got two things he can do here. Shoot the 4 into the 7 or shoot the 4 straight up the rail and pocket it here.
He goes a long way and didn't get it.
But look what happened. Left him half safe.
That guy got me with the camera over there. Boy, I'm telling you.
You heard McCready say that our cameraman got him.
When you miss, you like to blame it on everything. Reyes better make this. They made the 7 inside. Great shot. Great shot. And got perfect position. Now the impetus swings back to you.
Great match. What do I?
Keith is hanging his head. He had a chance to win. I think the crowd is rooting for Reyes.
It's interesting because McCready really plays to the crowd.
Yeah. Oh,
did not leave himself very pretty.
That was a bad shot. What's this? That was a very bad shot.
Well, to say that he needs this is to make a great understatement.
Yes. He made it.
Excellent shot. He didn't make it easy on himself.
No, he did. He did.
We are tied at 8.
He's got a little smile on his face now. Look at him. But he's still all business.
And he's in command. He's got the break.
Suddenly Keith is very quiet. When he's at the table, when he's in command, he's very braggadocio, very cocky. But when he's behind or it's close, he silences himself.
Well, you might have to consider this the shot of the match so far.
Well, he's got it here. Now Efren has to control his white ball.
Oh, baby. God.
Okay, Keith gets one more shot at it, and all the balls are wide open now.
Well, I got one more chance, my little man.
Wide open. The only problem I see, is this 3 ball right here. He's got no pocket here. He might have a pocket here, but I'm not sure. So he has to play position off this 2 to get to the 3.
So first things first, he makes the 1. Now,
the only problem is that 3, like I mentioned before. If he gets on the 3, he should win. He doesn't know which way to go.
goes a long way. Has it?
Perfect shot. Absolutely perfect. Well, I kind of like
you're looking good here.
McCready right now. Oh, so he got away with that one. If he hit that 7 and wound up behind the 7, he'd want to jump off a bridge.
Remember, the winner of this game wins the match. 1st to 9.
Could be a little better. Straight in. But when you're going to the point, when you're going to the side, anything can happen. So Somebody in the crowd had a camera shutter flick.
Did that before.
Knocked it in the hole.
Watch the 8 ball here. Okay, I think it's McCready.
Well, you're 2-0 against me, I'll tell you that.
Just don't get straight.
Look out here. Look out.
Hurry.
He's got a problem. He has got a very severe problem. He's dead straight in. He's got to draw it back. Oh, he hit it perfect. He hit it absolutely
How do you like shooting this
perfect.
ball left-handed for your money?
And he goes left-handed, but he is ambidextrous, remember?
That's
It's
free,
over. And Keith McCready has gutsed out a win over Efren Reyes. Well-played match on both parts, and McCready was there at the end. We'll be back right after this.